Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Captain Crush proudly brings to you January 29th. We're almost at the end of January. Another PrizePicks NBA video breakdown for your pleasure. Now, we have 11 games today to talk about. I'm not going to go through a lot of them. In fact, this video, I'm going to try to make it 10 minutes. Normally, you get 20 minutes of goodness, but today I got to make it quick. I got places to be, people to see, things to do, okay? So I'm going to try to make it as quick as I can. I hope you had a blessed weekend. I hope you were able to crush over the weekend. Personally, for the football yesterday, my main nuke slip went 4 of 6, okay? I missed out on $4,100 because of a field goal and because Lamar Jackson decided to not Lamar. I'm going to get into all that in a little bit, but first, let's talk about NBA, all right? Here we go. There's been a couple of guys. Remember, there's 11 games, and they have a couple of fantasy scores up, but for now, we got to talk about the first game on the slate, Jarrett Allen. I'm going to go right over here to the notepad, boys. It's going quick today, so keep your feet firing and get moving. Jarrett Allen has a 1.20 fantasy point per minute with a small little 18% usage rate. Nothing that's so great, and the optimal 1v1 run back I'm going to take is James Harden, 1.20 fantasy point per minute with a 20% usage rate. So both of these guys, same game parlay, bang. You can consider it. You can put it in the mix. You can trail. You can tail. You can fade. Whatever you want to do, my friend, that's up to you. I don't deal in locks. There's no such thing. I'm not telling you anything. I'm just saying these need to be considered, all right? They have the fantasy point per minute to get it done. Now, here's the fly in the ointment, if you will. Both of these guys have been wagons. 47, 43, 37, 44, 43. Jarrett Allen has the upside that Zubac's not in the middle. It's going to be Plumlee, who he should be able to school Plumlee, okay? James Harden, he's literally been in the same situation. Look at this. He's been dominating. It was the beard of old. 58, 45, 50, and then he had a stinker against Boston, but they blew them out of the gym. That happens. This game right now, as of now, has a 1-point spread, so my God in heaven, I'm in the mix. And if you don't want to target their fantasy scores, you can go right over here to Jarrett Allen's R plus A. This is a crispy prop, and it's always in the mix. Look at the last 5 green beans. You last 5 Warriors love to see this. I know you do. It's always in the mix, the R plus A. And then with James Harden, his 4.5 rebounds, it's always in the mix. Even his assists are in the mix. Both of these, his R plus A, any of those. If you don't want to go to the fantasy scores, these would be the ancillary propositions you could take, okay? I'm sorry, I don't have a lot of time to discuss on all this stuff, guys. I'm flying through here. Next, we're going over to Utah Jazz, and we're going to talk about Colin Sexton. Now, hear me clearly. Colin Sexton's minutes fluctuate all over the place. Coach says, I'm playing you 18 minutes. He says, I'm playing you 30 minutes. It doesn't matter how Colin Sexton is playing. It just matters whatever coin the coach has that night, I guess, because I can't figure it out. But here we go. He was my play of the day a couple days ago at 28.5 fantasy score. Now, he's back up to 33.5. So we're buying as high as you can. And I don't preach buy high. I preach buy low, sell high. So technically, we should be hammering the under here. But I can't advise it because look at the ceiling Colin Sexton has. 51, 38, 43, 43. If Colin Sexton plays 30 minutes tonight, there's no situation where Colin Sexton plays 30 minutes and doesn't get 33.5 fantasy points, bros. I don't see it. 1.20 fantasy points per minute with a crispy, accelerated 27% usage rate. It's in the mix, and you have to consider it, okay? If you just want to go to his points, you could, but they've been bumped. If you want to take his points plus assists, where you at? Points plus assists down here at 26.5, that's in the mix too, all right? I'm telling you guys right now, full disclosure, comment guy who always complains when things don't go their way. I put my own coin on every play that I tell you guys about. If it doesn't hit, if it sells, it sells. There's no locks. There's no guarantees. We're gambling, boys. There's no guarantees. I'm just keeping it 100, bro. You're not going to win every night. I don't win every night. Nobody does. So the next candidate is also a last 5 green bean. John Collins, 26.5 fantasy score. Now, here's the irony of all of this. I've been hammering the unders on John Collins for the longest, and I've been getting destroyed. And finally, maybe just finally, he's back in the coach's good graces and is finally getting trust and able to do stuff. Because this is undeniable. 38, 44, 35, 17, 28. If he's going to be getting the minutes, and I don't have any fear against centers going against the Nets, I got to target him. 1.03 fantasy point per minute with a 19% usage rate, okay? Every time John Collins is on here, the plus EV models, my own models, are telling me to take over. Today, my model has him going for around 29, finally projecting him to go over. It's finally caught up to his normal usage rate, so that's that. Okay, now as I said, these are not locks. These are just something to be considered, and these are going to be way popular plays because that's just how it's going to be today. There's not a lot of stuff on the board right now considering we have 11 games that are bumped as far as value. So if you don't want to take his fantasy score, you could go over here to his real points. Now the fact that there is 11 games, you might want to chance on my live stream today, which will be probably, listen, hear me carefully. The live stream will probably be today at 5:45 or 6 o'clock Central. Normally it's at 4:45 Central, but I'm not going to be home for around 3 to 4 hours, so it's going to be around 6, so we're going to miss those 2 first games, but there is 11, and there's around 3 to 4 late night hammers, so make sure you're in the mix. CaptainCrush.net Gold Package gets you into my Discord, which you can go down here to the live stream right here. It'll be popping up, and you will get the live stream callouts and everything else. You get access to the general chat, my projection cheat sheets, the list of plays, all of it, okay? Here's the deal. If you come in my Discord and you start cap, you start nonsense, you start anything, you are not immune. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you were in my Discord on May 1st when I started it, or I don't care if you're in my Discord and you just came in yesterday. If you cause drama or cause anything in my chat, you will be muted, and if you continue to do it, you will be banned. No one's immune from this. I don't care who you are. I'm telling you, I don't care. I want peace, I want sanctity, and I want people that are adults that are going to be mature and that are going to be normal. If I can't have it, then I'm going to throw hands. Now look at my nuke from yesterday, what I was telling you guys about. This was my nuke. 165 flex play. Harrison Butker, the Chiefs had a chance to kick that field goal, and they went for it instead, and I don't even think they got it. They're poverty. They didn't get it. Chalk that. And then Lamar Jackson, he missed it by 2 fantasy points. The bro threw a pick. He fumbled. Flowers fumbled. The 15-yard penalty. All of it. But the fact still remains. 40% back, whatever. I hedged it half, got my coin back. But here's the deal, folks. Here is the deal. This is what I said since the summer. Anyone that has been in my Discord, was on my live stream on the summer, you heard me say it. I said it. From day one, Lamar Jackson is not a winner. I don't care about regular season football. It means nothing. As soon as you get to those big games, that's what I need to see. So if you hate to hear it, too bad. It's a fact. It doesn't matter what you feel. It's a fact. Lamar hasn't won the big one. So he's not him. He's not a GOAT. If you can't win the big one, you're not a GOAT. He had every chance in the world to win last night, and he blew it. Miss me with Lamar Jackson because he's not a winner. Okay? Enough. And it has nothing to do with Lamar the person. He's extremely talented. He's just not. If you don't do what Lamar is good at, you're not going to win games. You got to run the football with Lamar. They tried to let Lamar bounce out of the pocket and throw yesterday, and what happened? I will tell you what happened. Go back to the nuke. This is what happened. A fumble, an interception, a poverty game, an L. That's what happened, okay? So I'm going to get off my soapbox now that I'm done talking about Lamar, and the reason I'm so hard on it, because everybody was trolling me yesterday. I kept the faith in Lamar till the last second, okay? I said they're going to lose the game, but he's going to cash his fantasy score. And then he threw that interception and daggered my hopes and dreams, and that was that. So it is what it is, guys. It was the right read. Anytime you can take a quarterback at 22 fantasy points that has a 100-yard rushing upside, you take it, boys. That's just how it is. The coaching calls were terrible. Everything was terrible. It is what it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed that rant about Lamar Jackson. He let me down yesterday. I lost about $400 to $500 because he was paired with my $100 free squares. Folks, that's just how it goes. That's just gambling. But, you know, he really let me down. And it should have been my Bucks. The Lions losing to. The Lions had a 91% chance to win. They had a 91% chance to win when they had that 3-possession lead, and they blew it and lost. It was always the Bucks. Baker would have found a way to get that W. I'm telling you right now. Hopefully we get a good Super Bowl. And I hate to say it, it was always Taylor Swift? Question mark? The Swifties, they're coming in. And we have to deal with it, boys. The NFL's about to print money. Hopefully we can too. All right, so long story short, get in the court and I'll see you in there, boys. CaptainCrush.net. You love to hear it, okay? Also, if you sign up with any of my partners in the description, you get a 30-day free trial. Now, I'm very animated. I'm very passionate. That's just who I am, but I'm the nicest, most humble guy you will meet. I don't care. I don't big league anyone. If you have an issue with me, send me a direct message. Be a man, be a woman about it. Don't sit there and try to yap behind my back, because the second you do that, I lose all faith in you. I think you're poverty, period. I don't care, guys. Act like men. I'm begging you. All right, so the last two guys that I'm going to talk about is going to be the other wagon, DAngelo Russell at 32.5 fantasy score. Do we take it? Well, let's flip back over to the notepad real quick. DAngelo Russell, 1.08 fantasy point per minute with a 23% usage rate. That fantasy point per minute is poverty. I'll be the first one to say it. But D-Russ, listen, double overtime last game, and he barely got there, bro. 44 fantasy score, and he went into double overtime. He's always going to be a sweat. I tell you guys this every time. D-Russ is always going to be a sweat. The matchup in this situation is also bad. Both of these teams play at a slower pace, so it ain't good. But if you want to take a shot on his PRA, we just got this PRA at the other day. We got DAngelo Russell. Either one of those are fine. I think he needs to be considered. Now, here's the deal. I called my shot the other night, and I said that Warriors-Lakers game was going to feed families, and bang, it did. Everybody ate off that game. Now, the fact of the matter is this. DAngelo Russell is due some mega regression. So keep that in mind. But we did just pay 27.5 for his PRA. Now it's at 26.5. You have to consider it. The line has the fact that the matchup and pace is bad baked into it. So that's why it's a little bit lower than it should be after that big game. So keep that in mind. Folks, if you are new to this channel, you got to know right here, Captain Crush keeps it 100. I do not tell you that there's locks. I do not tell you that you're guaranteed to win. I tell you the truth, and the truth is you're most likely gonna lose. That's just how this is. The books are billion-dollar industries, and they don't miss. They don't let you win coin for free. That's not their game. That's not their bag. They have no interest in you winning. They don't want you to win. So all you can do is try to learn what you can, get ahead of the system, and try to make the right plays day in and day out, whether it's plus EV, good projection models, your good gut, whatever have you, and get in the mix. All right, my goal, my job, my position in all of this is just to try to help you guys think correctly. Think like winners. That's what I try to do. I might name my new brand Thinking Like a Winner, because I'm so tired of people playing the victim card. I'm so tired of people acting like they're entitled or deserve something just for existing. You're entitled to nothing. Now, with that in mind, folks, the live stream will be later today at 5:45 or 6 Central. I hope to see you guys in there, and you can get there at CaptainCrush.net. Now, if you're a real one, leave me a like, leave me a comment. It helps the channel. Make sure you subscribe. Good luck in all your contests, folks. I bid you adieu and have a blessed day. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.